Hello everybody, welcome to Little Garden on the Prairies. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a first here for myself, and that is starting celery from seed indoors. This is something I just never have done. I don't know why, but I just wanted to do a shout out to one of the Gardeners Growing Together community, the new community that I recently just started. One of the members in there, Glenda, was talking about how she grew celery all the time. She had just started some indoors in her greenhouse, and she said it's a great vegetable to grow in your garden. You get a harvest off of it during the summer, and you can get a second harvest that you can, preserve and freeze and store for the winter. So I got really excited and thought, hey, why not give celery a try? So I'm just going to show you how I'm going to start it up here today. We'll talk a little bit about some of the things about celery you should need to know. And this is a Utah green variety, which is a good variety here for zone 3. And we are mid-February right now. So we're getting to that 12 weeks from last frost date, which is when they recommend starting celery. It's very slow to start. So it says it can take up to 21 days to germinate. So it's something that you might think is not going to germinate and it's not coming along, but you just got to make sure that you keep your soil moist. I'm going to be using a seedling heat mat underneath my tray here to just kind of give it a little boost and keep that soil nice and warm. And hopefully we're going to see some germination of celery. So to start off, I'm just using a loaf pan here that I like using these. These are great for starting a lot of different things. You got about almost, 3 inches, 2.5 inches of growth space here for your seedlings. And I just have some seed starting mix in there right now. I've cut a bunch of holes in there just cut a bunch with a utility knife like this so that there's drainage. And I'll have it sitting on a tray and do some bottom watering once it gets going and just try to keep the top moist. So I'm just going to set it in this tray right now just so I don't get water everywhere or spill anything. And it's a very fine little seed. If you ever bought in celery seed, like for a spice, it's very similar to that. And I'm just going to lightly sprinkle it on the top here. I'm not going to cover it with another layer of soil. They just recommend just pushing it into the soil gently and wetting it down and just leave it from there. So I'm going to start off just giving it a little sprinkle here, hoping that you can see this top of that. And so basically my plan is if I have successful germination that I will be transplanting these into individual plugs to really get them going. So for the first few weeks, or I guess probably month or two, doing this method, it's just going to be starting them here. I'm just going to be planting them fairly generously here on top of this seed starting mix and see what kind of success we have with germination. So again, I'm just going to lightly press them into the soil. I'm not going to put any more starting mix on the top. So basically that's all I'm doing to get it going, and just going to give it a good spritz from the top. And I'll show you where I'm going to put this. I'm going to put it under a dome with my onions and just make sure that I am keeping the top nice and moist every day. And then once it starts germinating and my onions start going, I will, make sure that they're under grow lights. But I'm not worrying about grow lights quite yet. So again, my plan is to use a seedling heat mat like this. So as you can see here, I got my onions all going in these loaf pans. I have two layers so that I can bottom water here in the morning. I put some water in the bottom and then the holes are in the bottom here. I don't have another tray right now without holes in the bottom, but I'm just going to set it in this tray for now. And then that'll be just sitting on the seedling heat mat for till we get some good germination going here. And I got this dome cover that will just go over top just to help keep in that moisture, keep the humidity level going good as well. So yeah, thank you to Glenda for, inspiring me to try celery this year. I'm pretty excited. And I want to just let everybody know that our community, Gardeners Growing Together, is just rocking. We got members in there. Everybody's chatting about seed starting and sharing their journey into spring and talking about what they're starting. So I really want everybody to stay on my channel, but come on over to the community where you can come in and chat, ask questions, share your knowledge, tell us where you're from, tell us what you're growing. And I'm really excited because there's a lot of things that I haven't tried that other people are talking about. And, I'm excited to try even more different things. So if you want to, come join the community, and you don't have to know anything, you can come in and just read the chats, and I've got different modules in there with information and resource documents. So it's a great community. And the more people we get in there, the better it will be. So I'm going to leave the link to my community. It's on the School app. So if you haven't been on School, it's a huge platform full of, communities of every kind that you can imagine on every topic, any niche or passion or interest that you might have. There's probably a community in there. I've joined several of them now. Mine's a free community. There's lots of free communities on the School app. So if you click on my link, it'll just ask you to open an account with the School platform. Basically, it's just putting in your name and information, email. There's no cost, no obligation there, but it just gets you into an amazing platform. I really love it, over other social media platforms, because there's no spamming and there's no, people trying to promote themselves and ads being, interrupting the feed and all that kind of stuff. It's more a safe space for people to come and talk about gardening and really, be able to learn and grow and feel like you're part of a community. So please head over to the Gardeners Growing Together community, join up, say hello, and see what else you learn about in the gardening world that maybe you haven't tried, or maybe you have something to share with everybody. So again, this is my quick little video today. I just wanted to show you how I am growing celery for the first time. I will definitely keep you updated on the sprouting here. Again, this is going to be about 21 days, I believe, to sprouting. And the days to maturity on this are 105. So basically, you're going to count that from when these actually just start sprouting and growing, 105 days. So that's why you need to start them now indoors. If you live in a cold climate like I do, Zone 3, Saskatchewan, our last frost date here is about, well, I always use the May long weekend, so about May 20th is last frost date here in my zone. So I just counted back 12 weeks, which takes us to right about now here in February to get those things going. So doing the onions, celery, I'm going to be doing some petunias and some other flowers that are a little bit slow growing, getting them going too. So let me know in the comments what you're growing or starting from seed right now and where you are. I would love to hear about it. And again, check out the community. Please join, and let's talk about gardening. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.